Mentors, Inc. has provided mentors for students enrolled in Washington, D.C.'s public and charter senior high school since 1987. The organization's founders, Shane Snyder and Betty Brooks, recognize the powerful, untapped resource of highly educated professionals and their potential benefit to D.C. students. More than merely tutors, our mentors provide the guidance and support our young people need to become successful adults.
But I think Mentors, Inc. was the catalyst to get this going. And so it has not only had an impact just on the young people that they're serving, but to hundreds of other young people that are now being engaged by other nonprofit organizations as well.
The fact is, only about half of our teens are graduating from high school. Those who drop out are more likely to face unemployment, poverty, and becoming single parents with children who drop out, a high toll that ultimately impacts all citizens. Mentors, Inc. works to end the dropout cycle. We mentor our young people because our main objective is for them to graduate from high school. And then after graduating from high school, we encourage them, because a lot of our mentors are college educated, we encourage them to go on to college, or at the very least to have a plan for what happens after high school.
I became involved with Mentors, Inc. a little over 16 years ago when I first was a student, and I was attracted to the program because I knew that I wanted to discover the world beyond where I grew up. I grew up in Southeast Washington. I came from a low-income family, and I knew that there was a big wide world outside of where we are here in DC. And while I was grateful for the opportunities that I had through DCPS and with my family, I knew that I could do more, and I wanted to do more, and I wanted to make my family proud. So that's where mentoring was for me, and that's what mentoring was for me as a student. And that's what attracted me to then later come back and contribute to be a mentor myself.
The good news is that lots of DC students want to succeed.
When you connect with other people who've had experiences beyond your own, you really get to see a different part of the world and a different part of yourself.
At least 90% of our students graduate from high school, and more than 80% pursue post-secondary education. Our graduation and college enrollment rates are higher than the DC averages.
When you connect with other people who've had experiences beyond your own, you really get to see a different part of the world and a different part of yourself. And that's the biggest piece of mentoring. It's the exposure, it's the partnership, it's the relationship that continues well beyond high school graduation. So I think that's one of the biggest benefits for mentoring for both the student and the mentor.
With over 4,000 students served and over 4,000 mentor volunteers, our graduates are now circling back to build the next generation.
I think clearly the engagement with the business community is so important, because you need business leaders to be very engaged and to offer not only their advice and counsel, but perhaps some work experiences for our young people. One of the things that we often find, and we hire a number of young people here through the Mayor's Summer Youth Program, and one of the things that we find is some of the social skills, some of those softer skills are things that many times they are still missing. They don't get it in school all the time. They perhaps don't get it at home. And so the way to get that is through these mentoring relationships.
As we continue to build on that, it becomes very important for our partners, whether it be our donors and sponsors, whether it be our mentors who could dedicate their time and resources. All of those things help us to build the next 25 years of service to the students here in DC.
So the idea that mentoring in the life of a student could actually help them to graduate from high school, continue on to college, and become a college graduate is a significant achievement.
Just like we've made leaps and bounds over the past 25 years, it'll even be faster and higher for the next 25 years, because we're smarter, we're faster. Technology is allowing us to do so much more.
So, for whatever way you give, we say thank you for caring. To our mentors, thank you very much for the love and care that you've given to our students, our funders who believe in mentoring as an intervention, for the family members who sometimes we forget are there to support their own children, and we work in partnership with them and the staff and the board of Mentors Inc. We've got 25 wonderful years behind us. We have 25 more ahead of us, and we're all looking forward to that. Thank you.
He's always stayed true and consistent to his passion and his commitment to Mentors Inc. He was creative. He always brought the resources of the firm in which he was a partner in to the table. He also brought his other colleagues, so whether they were with Venable or with another law firm or other relationships that he had around this wonderful city, he brought them to the table and always spoke so passionately about Mentors Inc.
Philanthropy is not just for someone who can give $1 million. Philanthropy is giving your time, giving whatever resources you have available to help other people. And that's exactly what he's done. He has helped students like myself. He's helped students over the past 25 years, over 4,000 students. And these are the things that students take with them so that, like myself, they come back and they have a special heart to come back and give because of people like Phil. And it only takes one person to make a difference in another student's life, and they'll turn around and spread that to anybody and everybody that they come in contact with. So it continues to pay back.
Phil, thank you so much for everything that you have done for the DC community and for the young people of our city. All the best to you as you go on to do bigger and better things.
Phil, I'd just like to say thank you because I am a product of your labor. I am a product of your labor of love. I'm a product of your heart, your giving, your volunteerism, and everything that you've dedicated to Mentors Inc. And I look forward to the next 25 years. And while we're saying goodbye to you, we know that this isn't the end. And you've shown that through your long-term service. So thank you so much. People like myself will never forget you. And we look forward to sharing your story with everyone that we work with in the future. So thank you, Phil.